It's our new record! What's that?
Fuck yeah! Let's fucking do this!
Hey everyone, this is Sean Gamers and today I'll be recreating a game called Tormentor X Punisher. For the people who don't already know, the game's a top-down shooter developed by E Studios and you're tasked with killing as many demons as possible. There's a cool mechanic to the game that I really like, which is if you press your left mouse button, you shoot and your shotgun is with right mouse button. But the thing is, your machine gun holds a certain number of bullets. If you run out of it, you can press your right mouse button, which will use your shotgun. Basically using your shotgun reloads your machine gun, which I really liked. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road, and I'm going to quickly open the editor over here. And the first thing that I'm going to do is going to open the kinematic body 2D, and I'm going to attach some basic nodes like the collision shape 2D and the sprite, of course. But wait, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have any sprites. And also I don't know how to draw. But no problem. I'll just look up the free sprites on the internet. Yeah, I got the sprites. This looks good. So I'm just going to import the sprites that I got. And there's not going to be any animation because I'll have to work on it. So it will be one single sprite instead of a whole bunch of sprites. And yeah, this is cool trick that I learned. Instead of using 8 lines of code in order to move your character, I'll be using 2 lines only. And yeah, this one thing, you can see this input manager window over here. The thing is, you got to input all your keystrokes, all the keystrokes and your custom keystrokes, which aren't already there, in order for your keystroke to register, which is a really different thing that Unity has. The Godot engine has. So this thing actually caught me off guard because Unity doesn't have this. So for the fun, I was taken by surprise. But it does work out in the end, and it's pretty flexible, to be honest. Like, you can name it whatever you want. And I'm quickly going to save the scene and run the scene. Yeah, it works fine. Now that the player character is out of the way, let me quickly get to crosshair. If you can see the crosshair is quite reminiscent of the game's crosshair. I chose this crosshair carefully. So for the crosshair, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it follow the mouse. Now that the crosshair is working, what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to set my player to look at the character at all times. But I think I'll run into a problem over here. Yeah, you see my character isn't properly following the mouse. Now all I had to do was to subtract global position, the global position of the player itself, in order to look at the crosshair. And it's all working fine. Now that my crosshair is working properly, I'm going to be working on the enemy. The enemy sprite that I'm going to be using is the same as the character, but he'll be holding a knife. That's the only difference. I'll be using a simple logic to make the enemy player follow the character. That is, subtract the distance between both the player character and the enemy character, and using that value to look at the character. Not only look at the character, but also follow the character. See, it's working fine. It's working properly. I think it will do. Now that the enemy character is out of the way, let me work on the bullets. The bullets are necessary to fend off the enemy, of course. So, and also I'll be using the rigid body 2D node to instantiate the bullets, because it will not only have physics attached to it, but also it will have an initial velocity so that they move in the direction that I intend them to. I think I made a mistake over here, and they'll be instantiating at the local position, which will be a problem here. Yep, a quick little tweak, that is adding the global position instead, will help me out here. And after this, I'll be done with the enemy spawn script, the enemy script, the player movement script, and the bullet script. So that's 3 different things that I'm done with. With all that done, I think the scene looks pretty dull, so I'll be using the grass sprite in the free package to make the scene look good. Not only that, I'll also be using the tile map that was in the sprite, that was in the free sprites, to make a boundary, and I'll be adding collision mask to it, so that the player doesn't go out of the boundary. I think it's time to add screen shake to the game now. Now, screen shake is a quintessential part of every game because it adds that little bit of extra bit of emotion to the game. So, I think it's a must to add screen shake. The game is fast spawning enemies at random locations, so I'll be using these placeholders to hold the spawn positions. I think I see the problem here. It's not a big deal. It's not something that a too little tweak cannot fix. See, there you go. The enemy is now following you. Easy little fix. Now if you look at the image, you can see that the spawning has a different system in the game altogether. There's a circle first, then there's this animation, then the enemy comes out. So I'll be doing the same thing, but instead of animation, I'll keep it static. So this circle will be there, which will indicate that the enemy is going to spawn at this position. Now once the enemy has spawned, the circle will destroy itself, which is pretty easy thing to do. Okay, the circle is working properly, the enemies are spawning at a random rate, and yeah, the circle is getting destroyed after the enemy has spawned, and there's also screen shake. So I think I'm done here. I cannot do anything more than this. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was all I could do without any external help, but there is something you can help me with. You see, the setup that I'm running on has been giving me problems, so I'll need your help in upgrading it. The donation links are down in the description. You can donate me via PayPal, Paytm or UPI. Every donation will help me go a long way. Thank you beforehand. Once again, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like, share and subscribe. It helps a bunch.